The Department of Unnecessarily Crappy Horseshit Education presents a two-step guide in how to read and write the Roman numerals narrated by someone not actually from the Department of Unnecessarily Crappy Horseshit Education LOLXD. For the clueless dumb shits watching this video, Roman numerals is this pretty elder dog shit numerical system that should have died a long time ago, yet it still exists for some fucking bullshit reason to God knows what. Allow me to give you a very quick rundown on why this stupid numerical system should have died. To put it simply, there existed some hololives who wore robes and armor because they were imperialistic, drunk, and retarded. They were so retarded that they robbed a car and drove to an indoctrination place for kids that taught them the most retarded thing ever called the alphabet. The hololives built out an arsenal of really scary weapons that put the CEO of Little Caesars and even Chuck Norris to shame and aimed at the teacher. The kids freaked out and panicked, so the hololives turned them into explosive bombs. The teacher, who turned out to be NPC Magnus, got extremely angry and said, "Do not lay a single finger on my alphabet because I need it to brainwash people, or else I will also brainwash you." NPC Magnus got headshotted anyways because the hololives thought he was literally going to wash their brains, which is a totally retarded thing to do. They stole some letters of the alphabet before they drove away and blew up the indoctrination place before ramming their car onto some random idiot giving a speech so they can teach other people that using and combining these letters make numbers, and the audience praised them for it, and thus began the concept of Roman numerals. The so-called inventors of these Roman numerals made up the worst rules mankind has ever thought of, specifically saying that the numerals only ended at 3,999 and that the numerals for 4,000 and higher should have a line placed on top of them. The rules were so stupid that NPC Metro Police barged in and arrested the inventors for copying the alphabet, so they went to court where NPC Green threw them into jail except for the Roman numerals, which was very retarded. And ever since, there are now many douchebags who think Roman numerals are useful, and this number has been increasing as I speak. Now you know why Roman numerals should have died in the first place, and unfortunately I am programmed to teach you this outdated numerical system, contributing to the increasing number of douchebags who think Roman numerals are still useful, because the dumb retard who wired me is also one of those idiot douchebags. Step 1. Know the order and pattern regarding Roman numerals. Let's think back to the part where the retarded douchebag inventors ran over the guy giving a speech. They gave out the values of each numeral in order from largest to smallest. To anyone confused about this order, just remember that my dogs created lethally X-rated versions of Inception. While there's no numeral for 0, the numerals of 2 and 3 are just a number 1 cloned by itself, while the numeral of 4 is just a numeral of 1 placed before 5 to represent subtraction. Numerals 6, 7 and 8 are basically the same as 1, 2 and 3, but they are just put after 5. The numeral for 9 is also similar to 4, except that the numeral of 1 is next to 10. The numbers after 10 are just those same values with the X placed before them, and this holds true in other numerals of the tens. Speaking of which, let's look at the tens from 10 itself to 100. Once again, 20 and 30 are just clones of 10. 40 subtracts from 50, then 60, 70 and 80 are just 50 with the numerals of 10, 20 and 30 added, and 90 subtracts from 100. In fact, this is also true with the hundreds and thousands, so there is indeed a pattern, and if you already noticed that, congratulations. You deserve a medal. And a fun fact, the numeral of 4 was originally another clone of the numeral 1 bunched together, which I'm glad it got changed because it just made things more complicated. For some fucking reason it is still used like on that clock, which should be disposed of along with the dumb retard who purchased that stupid clock. Step 2. Piece the numerals out, then add or subtract them. So, now that you know the standard values and pattern of Roman numerals, a number can be made by adding and subtracting the numerals. Another important thing to remember is that the numerals of 550 and 500 never repeat, and if you don't understand that, then I will literally maul a boulder at you.
Say what?
Anyways, when reading or writing Roman numerals, the general rule of thumb is that the numeral of the higher base value goes first. You may better understand this knowing my dogs who created lethally X-rated versions of Inception. Take MCLGI for example. M represents 1000 and is the highest value, so that goes first. The next numeral is C, as it represents 100 and is less than 1000. L goes next, as it is equal to 50 and B is equal to 5 and I is equal to 1. Add up all those numbers and you get 1156. Let's do a numeral that involves subtraction, such as CDOXXXIX. Although C goes first, it's followed by B, which represents 500, and therefore subtracts, making 400. LXXX does not need subtraction, so it adds up to 80, but IX follows, and since it is a subtraction of 10 equals to 9. The numbers in total add up to 489. Converting natural numbers to Roman numerals is basically the same as converting from Roman numerals, in that you piece out the number places. For instance, let's look at the numbers 43 and 265. For number 43 it is pieced out to 40 and 3. 40 is a subtraction of 50, so it is read out as XO, and 3 is equal to II, and those numerals combined equal to XOIII. For 265 it's pieced out to 260 and 5. All of these numbers do not subtract, so 200 is equal to CC, 60 equals to LX, and 5 is equal to B, therefore 265 in Roman numerals is CCLXD. Alright, I am done teaching this scrappy lesson about Roman numerals, so I'll just leave out some more Roman numerals and numbers for the dumb shit viewers willing to practice the conversions. I am now going to reveal the answers. So what have we learned? It's that Roman numerals are worthless and you should stop using them and use the other numerical system that everyone can read instead. And that is all in how to read and write out Roman numerals. I hope this helped you learn some stuff about this godforsaken numerical system. Until then, I'll see you later. Just kidding, screw you all, I'm getting out of here.
Cause you had a bad day, you take it one